Disclaimer, this is my AU and some things aren't canon. I repeat, please keep in mind this is my alternate universe, and thus some things are changed for storytelling purposes. Fact 1. William does not regret killing the main 4 kids. He only regrets killing Charlie and Cassidy. Charlie because he actually cared about her, and her death was a total accident, and by that I mean William didn't check who he was stabbing. Cassidy because he never intended to kill her, she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, as well as because of a secret. Fact 2. The animatronics have separate personalities from the souls that inhabit them. When the souls possess the animatronic, their eyes gain highlights. Fact 3. During her rampage for vengeance, Cassidy was a rude, toxic and abusive person. This has led to the relationship between her and the other missing kids being very strained. Of course now, Cassidy regrets this, but the damage is done. Fact 4. After the events of this video, in which William drained the hatred out of Cassidy during the jumpscare scene, Cassidy no longer hates William, just dislikes him. Fact 5. After finding out the secret, Cassidy's feelings regarding William are mixed. She can't decide how she feels about him anymore, but her most prominent feeling is dislike, so she goes with that. Fact 6. All ships involving minors in this AU are now platonic. Fact 7. Despite freeing the souls, the FNAF 6 fire severely traumatized several animatronics and kids. Fact 8. Almost every character has pyrophobia, the fear of fire, except for these guys. Fact 9. The fun times enjoy killing, as they are programmed to. They also don't hate William, in fact they view him as their master. The only reason they tried scooping who they thought to be him, but turned out to be Michael, was out of desperation to be free. Fact 10. Michael has a family. Fact 11. After the bite of 83, CC's sense of morality and justice is twisted, due to sustained cranial trauma. He believes that his father's work is art, and wants to aid him into figuring out the secrets of immortality so no one can suffer a painful death like him. Fact 12. Elizabeth loves her family unconditionally. Fact 13. Elizabeth also helps her father, but feels uncomfortable doing the killing, so she helps him manage equipment. Fact 14. Charlie's twin Sammy was not murdered by William, but instead placed into Spring Bonnie by a bunch of idiots. Fact 15. Sammy is Shadow Bonnie. Fact 16. RXQ is a part of Sammy, carrying all the negative emotions, and is made of Dark Remnant. Fact 17. The fun times have multiple souls in them. However, most of them are bare husks, and don't even have personality anymore. The only ones who actually possess the fun times were the kids seen in the FNAF 4 minigame and the missing kids. Fact 18. Lulbit is a special case, being built for the sole purpose of housing a portion of Cassidy's soul and power, meaning that Cassidy can switch between Golden Freddy and Lulbit. Fact 19. When Cassidy possesses Lulbit, she becomes very playful. Fact 20. The original 3 animatronics have been rebuilt by William and Henry, as a request from Mary, Springtrap and Golden. Fact 21. The reason Spring Bonnie is a girl, and that Springtrap is a boy is because William had to use older blueprints for making Spring Bonnie, as Fazbear Entertainment wouldn't want to risk ever remaking Spring Bonnie. Fact 22. Almost every character hates Fazbear Entertainment's higher-ups, with these guys being the only ones who don't. Fact 23. The FNAF games exist in this AU, as a part of an elaborate cover-up. Fact 24. The book characters also exist in this AU, but the events of Silver Eyes, Twisted Ones and the Fourth Close Tea never happened. Only the events of the other books happened, but the characters in all books exist. Fact 25. The nightmares are metaphysical ghosts, meaning they can interact with the real world. Fact 26. Sammy and William both possess Springtrap. Fact 27. Due to the amount of time they spent together in Springtrap, Sammy and William have a very positive relationship. Fact 28. Into the Pit Spring Bonnie is Nightmare Spring Bonnie, a nightmare animatronic made from the agony of the missing kids. Fact 29. Shadow Freddy was built by William to save CC from the nightmares in his dreamscape. Fact 30. The events of UCN happen alongside the events of Man in Room 1280, meaning that UCN was Cassidy entering William's dreamscape to torment him.